Hello beautiful souls, I am Awakened Soul, and today we're going to be reviewing Solana, and we're going to set up our next trade. First thing is, we're going to start on our weekly, turning on the 1226 EMA, and I did start using the supply and demand indicator, great indicator. So we have our supply down here and our demand on the top. So just on the weekly, really quick, we're just going to set our support and resistance so we could get our range, right? We want to know what our range is as a trader. So let's go ahead, and I was going to use pivot highs. There you go, pivot highs and lows. And that's just going to give me exact price action of where I want to place my previous resistance. So it'll be right here in my supply, my support. So that's my weekly. Let me go ahead and turn it off here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And I'm gonna just highlight my supply and demand zone. And this is also just gonna correlate with price action. We're not gonna worry so much of everything else right now. We're just around price action, right? Let's go into our daily. We have our range. We have our supply and demand range. Now at this point in the daily, right, I'm going to focus on my contraction phase. This is my contraction phase. What shape? What do I see? What trend? Draw some trend lines. So using my highs and lows, I like to turn it on and just connect some trend lines, because every contraction phase is going to give you a pattern. So just really briefly, there you go. So this looks like a bullish flag just off the bat right here. It's like a descending megaphone to the downside. Could break to the upside and then do this, right? Retrace and then continue to grab this liquidity. That's a big possibility there. So great resistance trend line to have an alarm on, just in case we break to the upside. So I have my daily trend lines. I have, let's set my daily range. Again, we're focusing on price action here. So my weekly high resistance will also be my daily high. Just change colors. And my support's gonna be 79. What I also want to do, just looking at this contraction phase, I want to throw up my fixed range volume profile just to see where point of control is on my daily. Okay, we have it up here. So that means that there is more trading volume in that specific area. Okay. So I'm gonna go my 4 hours again. I'm looking to see, or am I in a bullish and am I in a bearish trend, right? Keeping an eye on my 1226 EMAs. I have been looking at the 2 hours a lot. The 2 hours been giving me some consistency. Not in Solana. Sorry, I just realized I'm doing Solana. I was like, this looks so weird. That's the first time. I don't really do Solana, but price action above 1226 EMA usually tell me that we're in a bullish trend. Price action below 1226 EMA gives me that bearish trend. I trade ETH BTC, works well with it. But yeah, Alter are so wiki, so keep an eye on them. I think it's better to play in the bigger time frame when you're playing alts, because you just never know. So we were going for the 4 hour, right? Okay, 4 hours are green trend lines. So I set green trend line, green trend line right here. Okay, this is beautiful. This is gonna give us our next play just based on this price action coiling up. It's gonna make a move to the upside or to the downside, right? So if it moves up based on this 1 touch, 2 touch, and this being our lowest price action, we're gonna go ahead and mark the intersection, and this is gonna be my bullish target for Solana on the 4 hours, and it also corresponds to my daily trend line, so I like that a lot. Right, I will be setting alarms at my resistance. Also looking at the 4 hour, right, we are in a bullish trend because price action's above 1226 EMAs. I'm gonna go into my 1 hour. Within my 1 hour, I'm also gonna set a range, right? I have my low here. This will be my support. This will be my high. Okay, so what's gonna happen from this point? Either we're gonna break to the upside, create new highs, retrace, and then continue to the upside, or we're gonna break this, right? We could find support on my 4 hours and continue within this wedge and then make the decision, are we going up or going down? Or a lot of possibilities, right? Or we could come down, break the 4 hour retest, and then just fall, right? So three possibilities here. Again, you have to see what is the greatest possibility. Does this look like an inverse head and shoulders? Maybe. Now that I'm looking at it, right? It could also be like a cup, right? Like a cup and handle. You see that? So that's, take your time. I take my time. I usually set two nice charts a day, and I set them up. I look at all the possibilities, what could happen, where could it go, considering, like I said, now the supply and the demand, considering Bitcoin's just because Bitcoin is the sun of the universe, right? So keep an eye on it. So I would be setting my alarms in the 1 hour, going to the 30 minutes here, 15 minutes. Nothing's really that clear right now in the 30 minutes. We also have a bullish flag. See if you can spot it right here. And let's look at our divergence too. A lot of things to consider before you take a trade, right? You can have that little flag, and check this out. And measure move from this flagpole. We could do this to the upside. Oops. That would be insane. That would give me also my 4 hour bullish target. See how that works? Amazing. And of course, could they roll over? Absolutely. Always be prepared. Always set a stop loss. What I would do right now, like I said, I would be setting alarms. I'm gonna go to my 15 minutes to see if this becomes that higher low and continue to the upside. Sometimes I like to follow it with the trend line. Even go down to like the 5 minute to see if we're creating a nice contraction phase here that would give me that reversal that I'm looking for, right? Just like this. And then it starts moving to the upside. That could be a possibility too. Alright, so that's all I have you in regards to Solana. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something most of all, and may the force be with you, and remember to do everything with love.